For the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you today by Murphy's Builder Supply, Jesup Premium Storage, Mike Birch Ford, and Republic Services. So, congratulations, Big D won the day. You know, we were talking about that. We talked about that in a break. Coach talked about every team has a game like that where it's just not clicking, but we won. We got the thing out of the way, so you got all the miscues out of the way.
He said it best. Ugly wins better than a pretty loss. So we'll take it. Do want to talk about the Friday night. Like I said, we got a lot going on Friday night. A lot of people call, Tommy Palmer's no longer doing the countdown to kickoff. I had a lot of people asking about that show. Again, that show's no longer available. He does still do the high school scoreboard show after the broadcast.
He's doing that in Atlanta now.
But he's doing this high school scoreboard show. But the countdown to kickoff, again, he just decided he's not doing that. A lot of work involved.
A lot of work.
Tommy's in his 70s, and he just, he's
he
tired.
had problems last year with sponsorship.
Right,
you got to pay for satellite time.
Right.
I
know a lot of people enjoyed that show.
Yes.
He understands that, but again, he made that decision at the end of last year and let everybody know and let all the affiliates know that he's not doing the countdown to kickoff. So that's why our pregame show has been expanded, starting at 6:45 up to 7:30. So the coach show's still at 6 to 6:30, and then so again, just want to remind that we have a student providing a lot of.
Our intern
stuff,
Carly Miller doing a great job.
Right.
You can see all the big plays and highlights from the game, interviews,
social media. So she's doing all that. But
great job.
More. So explain all that. I don't know all that stuff. Twitter, Facebook, all that
Okay,
stuff.
if you go to our Facebook page, Carly, we had the jacket walk up there, the band, the cheerleaders. In fact, she even got the first play of the season. We were able to match that up after the fact over the weekend with your call. That's online as well. And on Twitter, if you follow us on Twitter, that's at WIFO1055. You'll get to see links to those videos. They'll pop up as she posts them to Facebook. And also, if you can't listen to the game on the app or you're busy doing whatever, if you're working, you can't listen, we give you score updates. Every time we score, something big happens, we post that to Twitter because...
There you go. She'll be doing that all season long, so she'll be in Valdosta this Friday night. So just wanted to pass that information along. I had a lot of people ask about the Tommy Palmer Countdown Kickoff show, where it was, what the problem is. But again, he's opted not to do that show this year. So again, he'll be doing the high school scoreboard show from 10 to 12, which he still does a great job, giving you all the scores all across the state of Georgia. So again, just keep that in mind. Again, this is the Labor Day weekend coming up. Again, college football. There are a few games this past weekend, but nothing of significance. Again, all the Georgia teams in action this week. And Georgia Southern has the big trip to Auburn, the Plains. That's a September 2nd night game, 7:30. We've got that game for you here on Big Dog Country, FM 105.5, as we'll be carrying Georgia Southern all season long. And Georgia, of course, is actually at home in Athens. They play September 2nd. That's a 6:15 kickoff in Athens. Again, Georgia Southern against the Mountaineers of Appalachian State, which, again, very scary opponent. They've been known to go into places and wreak havoc. Again, they went to the Big House in Michigan several years ago and beat
that's 10
Michigan.
Years. Do you know that's 10 years?
Well, I still remember like it was yesterday, but they almost beat Tennessee at Tennessee. They almost beat Florida at Florida. Again, this team, and they've got a lot of players back. They got the quarterback, Lamb, is back, who's a Georgia boy. Who's upset because Georgia didn't really give him much of a look coming out of college. So they've got like 7 starters back on offense, 8 back on defense. Again, this is the interesting game on Saturday in Athens. Appalachian State coming in there. And again, they will be a very formidable opponent. So Georgia better be on their P's and Q's in order to knock off Appalachian State. And of course, Georgia Tech has a Labor Day night game, September 4th, Monday. That's going to be a marquee game. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets opened up against Tennessee. Going to be interesting. A lot of people may know this story, but Dedrick Mills, the running back from Ware County, who was their leading rusher last year, got dismissed from the team for violation of team rules. So Georgia Tech looking to replace him in the running game. Again, a big loss to the Yellow Jackets as they get ready for the opener at home against Tennessee. That's a September 4th, 8 o'clock kickoff. Have that game for you as well. Will that be on AM or will that be on FM? What are you going to do with that?
We can't, the way the hardware situation is, the only place that we AM 1370 is the station for Georgia Tech, and there's we've got so much hardware now that it's...
I understand. So
no
we got that. And then this Thursday is the final preseason game. The Falcons and the Jaguars play each other in Atlanta. So...
See, no softball. What are the Braves doing? That is
Thursday night.
There's
final
Chicago. I don't know. At this point,
you'll make that decision later in the week. Is what you're
Yeah,
telling me.
we'll carry one of the games. We've done 2 Jacksonvilles. I think what we may do on Thursday night is we're gonna put the spring training Braves on AM 1370 and then run another Falcons game. Why don't we do that?
And the Jaguars made the announcement over the weekend that Blake Bortles is going to get the start September 10th at Houston, but nobody in Jacksonville seems happy about that. So they said, what's the old saying? When you got 2 quarterbacks, you got no quarterback. So
what I was going to say is that the Blake Bortles situation with Henny is like watching your mother-in-law drive off a cliff in your brand new Cadillac.
There you go. But anyway,
mixed emotions.
There's still a couple weeks before that. They still could make a move. Word in Jacksonville, they're still looking at the waiver wire. A lot of these teams, it's amazing they got to go from 92 to 53 in like 8 days. So there's a lot of players going to be out there looking for employment. Yeah, they changed it. I mean, they used to cut it. They just went from
bang to boom.
Yeah, it's just there's a bunch of people out there looking for employment. So it'll be interesting how that plays out. But looking at the Falcons, they got some good home games. They got the Packers coming in on the 17th. They got the Dolphins in on the 15th of October. The Cowboys come in on November 12th. And, of course, the big showdown with the Saints on December 7th. And Carolina comes in the final game on December 31st. Jacksonville's home schedule. The Ravens come in on the 24th. That'll be a good game. Los Angeles Rams on the 15th. Bengals on November 5th. Los Angeles Chargers come in on 12th. So we get both Los Angeles teams. Indianapolis comes in on 3rd. Seattle, the big game in Jacksonville, December 10th. And December 17th is the final home game with the Houston Texans. So that's the schedule for the Falcons and the Jaguars at home.
I have my prediction already set for the Jaguars.
You said they're only going to win 2 games.
2-14. That's my prediction.
Wrong. No, they can't be that bad. They got a decent defense.
You want to do a breakfast?
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
All right, let's do a breakfast.
The over and under. They definitely going to win more than 2 games.
You might be getting your breakfast by the halfway through the season. All right, we'll do that.
Let's see. They'll beat Houston. They're not beating Pittsburgh. They'll beat the Rams. Let's see. They'll beat by November 5th. There you go.
All right.
They'll have 3 wins by November.
Right.
They'll beat the Bungles. So I have 3 wins.
All right.
You only got to win in 2 games. Come on, man. That's about as low as it gets. 2 games?
Yeah, 2 games.
I'll take that.
All right.
That's a free breakfast.
All right, let's take a break here. Good morning for WIFO FM at 819.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear honors military and first responders by giving additional bonus cash on all new Ford models, plus 0% financing for 72 months on nearly every new car. Stop the surge. Call Mike Birch or at MikeBirchFord.com.
0% with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Get yours today. The WIFO WLOP football pocket schedule. Keep up with the complete football schedules for Wayne County Yellow Jackets, Georgia Southern Eagles, University of Georgia Bulldogs, Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, Atlanta Falcons, and Jacksonville Jaguars. The Big Dog Country and Fox Sports Radio football pocket schedules are free and are available at Jones Drugs and Jones Prescription Shop, Jesup Western Sizzlin', David's Clothing, Interstate Credit Union, Murphy's Builder Supply, Neesmith Chevy Buick GMC, and Kitchen Tune-Up located inside your Jesup Sears store. Pick up your free WIFO WLOP football pocket schedule at any of those locations. That way you'll know what's going on each and every football weekend. Your sports leaders for Southeast Georgia, Big Dog Country, WIFO 105.5 FM, and Fox Sports Radio, WLOP 1370 AM The Buzz. Bringing you exciting live play-by-play football action all season long.
Paul Thigpen knows the only thing better than sliding into a new vehicle is getting it so cheap it's ridiculous.
Folks, we're getting them gone.
Right now, Sell 'em All is doing what no other dealer around can touch. Get your new vehicle at $1,000 below supplier pricing. That's not a factory deal. That's a Paul Thigpen original. To earn your business.
We'll fight for your business harder than that third polar bear trying to get on the ark.
And you still get all the GM rebates and more.
Only here at PTC can you get these LT Crew Cab 4x4 trucks for up to 20% off MSRP. GM give you that 16%, but old Sell 'em All gonna give you for more.
Because PTC knows if they treat you right today, you'll be a customer for life.
Ooh, thank you, Lord.
Online at paulthigpenchevy.com. Find new roads to Paul Thigpen Chevrolet. Because if you ain't dealing with Paul, you ain't dealing at all. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
World famous Butch and Bob show on WIFO on this Monday morning at 8:21. Bob got some things going on. Somebody asked a question about this.
Just going to repeat the lead story today. Again, we'll have more on this tomorrow, but then there was a fatality at Rainier involving a Rainier employee. Was a local man here at Wayne County. Again, the name's not been released because all family members have not been notified at this time, so we're honoring that by the law enforcement. Again, officers received a call to Rainier in reference to the fatality around 12 noon on Sunday. Rainier is also notified OSHA, which is the Occupational Safety Health Agency, which has come in to do the full investigation. So again, we'll have more on that on tomorrow's newscast, but again, a sad story. Again, a Rainier employee lost his life in an accident out there on Sunday. So again, we'll have more on that tomorrow, but again, it occurred just around 12 noon. Also want to remind everybody, again, Wayne County Commissioners have to have by law 3 public hearings because they're proposing an increase in the taxes. Again, the final public hearing is tonight at 6:30 at the County Commissioners meeting room. Then they're going to have a called meeting at 7 to increase the millage. Again, the proposal is 1 mil from 11.9 to 12.9. Again, no one showed up at the 2 public hearings last Monday. The 3rd and final public hearing is today. Again, then at 7, they'll set the millage rate tonight at the meeting. We'll have the full report tomorrow here on the local news. And again, qualifying for the Scriven City elections ended on Friday at 12 noon. There is a contested mayor's race as Donald Boyette qualified to run, and then Jason Weaver qualified to run for commissioner, changed his mind and decided to run for mayor instead. So there's there's a contested mayor's race between Jason Weaver and Donald Boyette, and Melvin Boyette is running for post 2 in Scriven. That's also a contested race between him and Lee Stevenson. So again, there's 2 contested races in Scriven. Donald Boyette is the former mayor of Scriven. Melvin Boyette, his son. Again, he's running for council seat post 2, post by Lee Stevenson. Council seats 1, 3, 4, and 5 are uncontested. Qualifying for post 1 was Jody Mingledorf. Post 3, Raquel Wright. Post 4, Bobby Gray. And post 5, Lonnie Murphy. Election date, again, Tuesday, November 7th, same day Wayne County votes on the SPLOST. Last day to qualify to vote, or register to vote, the last day to register to vote is October the 10th. So if you want to vote in the election on November 7th, you have to qualify by or register by October the 10th. Do want to congratulate again, in case you missed it in sports, again, state of Georgia hates to do this because they don't give us much notoriety ever, but the rankings came out in 5A girls softball. Wayne County is ranked number 1 in the state. Our congratulations to Coach Madry and Coach Osteen and the girls. Again, followed by Chamblee at 2, Lithia Springs 3, Jackson out of Atlanta 4, Arabian Mountain 5, Locust Grove 6, Carrollton 7, Southwest DeKalb 8th, Buford 9th, and Whitewater 10th. Again, the girls went up to Conyers and won 3 big games this past weekend. And the big story was game 2 against Eastside 5-zip, and Mary Tillman struck out 17 of the 18 outs in the game. So again, our congratulations to the girls softball team. Very talented team with 2 great pitchers, Shelby Stearns and Mary Tillman. I said it during the broadcast, as long as one of those girls is in the circle, Wayne County chances of winning are 99.9%. So again, they'll be in Columbus, and the question is, can they run the table and win a state title? Last year they made it to the Sweet 16. They're looking to advance further this year, and we'll have that game tomorrow against Veterans at 5:30. Weatherman permitting.
Weatherman says just cloudy tomorrow. I don't think
Is that what you're saying? Just cloudy? What are you saying? You have failed on the job the last 3 Thursdays.
Well, those are Thunder Thursdays.
I've asked you every Thursday morning to find me a good weather forecast, and you tell me you are, and then I go out there and I get drenched. So it's all on you. So Tuesday, you better do better.
Okay, it won't be.
We're going to yank your pay for that weather forecast that you keep providing.
It won't be a Thunder Tuesday.
There won't be a Thunder Tuesday.
There won't be a Thunder Tuesday.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to that. That's about all I've got. What else you want to know?
So I do have a question. So what happens? All right, these games get rained out. Do you get a rain check on softball?
What do you mean a rain check? Well, they're going to reschedule the games. They've rescheduled the games.
Is your ticket good for that rescheduled game?
I don't believe so. I don't know anything about that. Why'd you go there? I have no idea. Call the athletic office. I don't think you
don't get a rain check. Georgia High School Association.
I don't think anybody entered the game Thursday because it started pouring down rain before the game ever began. I mean, I didn't even set up. I drove up, saw the skies, said, "You failed again." It started lightning. I said, "I think I'll just wait here 5 minutes." And luckily, I made the right decision because the next thing I knew, the skies opened up and it was pouring down rain. So me and Freddie Fry went to eat. That's all. The last 2 Thursdays.
3. We've jinxed it 3 in a row.
The last 2, me and Mr. Fry were able to get a good meal.
Yeah.
No softball, but good food.
Oh, boy.
But hopefully tomorrow, that'll be a good game against Veterans. Good opponent on a region game.
All right, so we have to go to Wintersville Friday.
Yeah, Friday, all going to be fun.
Yeah,
always fun to go to Wintersville and take on the Valdosta Wildcats. I said last time we were there, the Phantom flag on the touchdown. It was right down the sidelines, wide open. Jamar Hill, remember it like it was yesterday. But then we came back the next year with Darryl Jones. Those were both under Darryl Jones.
Yeah, that's been a while.
Yes, he's now coaching at Thomas County Central. We saw him when we played him in the scrimmage. But again, he went over to Valdosta, should have won that game, but they took it. And then we came back in the following year and beat him here in JC Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go over there Friday night.
Let's see here. Before we go, this is an unrelated message for football. Here, somebody texted in, is GPB going to broadcast any football games this year? How about the championships? And I think what's happened is, what is the NFHS, NHFS, whatever the 4-letter thing is that did the baseball games? What I think what Georgia High School Association is moving towards is you gotta pay to see it on their app or on the internet. I think that's what they're going towards, and I think the schools themselves are.
I mean, Georgia Public TV's always televised the finals of football.
Yeah, finals. But I'm saying, regular season games. I think what you're seeing is a move even by the schools themselves to doing it as pay-per-view, or you buy a subscription for the whole season or what have you. But I will say one thing. They're free every week right here on WIFO FM, and we've got Carly Miller bringing you video and highlights as well. So
there you go.
And on that note, we are done. Bob, thank you so much. Have a great day. Take your Dizzy Dean World Series shirt and get on out of here.
See you.
All right, bye. World famous Butch and Bob show this morning brought to you today by Mike Birch Ford Republic Services, Jesup Premium Storage, and Murphy's Builder Supply. Good morning from WIFO FM 829 on this Back to Work Monday morning.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell